Howdy y'all, Dean Cincy here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead and music news, reporting on night 4 of Dead & Company's summer tour, Riverbend. Let me tell you what, the minute the band took the stage, Kreutzmann's got his hat on, and he's like Grateful Dead Frosty the Snowman. I mean, there must have been some magic in the hat that Kreutzmann found, because when he put it on his head, the whole band turned around. I mean, Kreutzmann come out, he got the red lid on, and everything's right in the world. They get started with Truckin, and Truckin rocks. Weir was choking on a cat the first few verses. I don't know what the hell happened. He was choking on something. I don't know what he was choking on, but he was choking. The brother shook it off and just proceeded to get down to business. I mean, if you ask me, this is one of those examples. I'm going to lose the people on this one that love when I just bash everybody. I'm gonna lose them on this one because there's certain people that love when I just break everybody's balls. There's certain people that hate that, and then there's certain people that just they love when I love what's going on, and there's another group of people that hate when I love what's going on. So you can't win. You can't win. Regardless, I'm gonna lose some of y'all like me breaking balls tonight, because tonight was a show. If you ask me, Truckin was furious. I mean, it was hot. The jam in Truckin found tension, and it got all built up, and then they found the proper release for it. Big River follows, and it's blazing. It's damn near blazing. Maybe Weir was choking on smoke from a crack pipe. I don't know what it was, but he was moving fast. Big River, we were paddling down that motherfucker. I mean, that was not wanting for speed or anything else. Big River was, we were moving, and it was sounding good. And then you get, they love each other. It's cool. Do a slow tune. It's cool. They love each other. It was outstanding. Played it for a week and a half. It went on for a week and a half. But it was great. Absolutely great. I thought John did a great job on that. Then it's funny to take a tune that's been a slow tune for most of the Grateful Dead's career. I mean, scratch the studio version, but for most of their live career, it's been a very slow tune, and you get Friend of the Devil fast. So maybe some people will complain that that tune's too fast. That'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Anyway, after that we get Oteil, If I Had the World to Give, and that one just makes you want to find the one you love and sing it to him and hold him and do love to him and all kinds of stuff. And he did a fine job with that, feeling that. Tried to trick out the end of that a little bit. Might need a little bit of work on that, but he tricked it out a little bit and did a good job on that. You Sugaree. I had a feeling we got to Sugaree because our asses were standing out in the pouring rain. And one last voice was calling us and telling us we gotta go. So anyway, we had that in Camden, and tonight we get to Sugaree. Set up nice for the Sugaree. Had a feeling that might happen, and it delivered. Sugaree delivered. John always delivers. Everybody, the whole band was delivering on that. As I think they were delivering on everything they played tonight. It was, Oteil, he was back to being jam band Beyonce. I mean, he was shaking his ass like Direct Deposit just hit. He just looked happier than a motherfucker, and that makes me happy. When he's happy, I'm happy. Makes everybody happy. The chemistry amongst the band, and Jeff's always, he's kind of, him and Oteil are the guys that, they're the bookends there. They're driving a lot of this party, and when both of them are feeling very happy, everything in between, can't help but to get happy, and that's kind of how it seemed to me tonight. The new Speedway was, great. Weir cleared it up. He choked on Truckin. He choked on Truckin. It was whatever was in his throat. He got it out. He got past it all, and slayed it. Basically slayed the first set. Thought it was outstanding. Everybody takes a break and smokes their weed and their digital vapor and everything else that they do, and hugs each other and says high fives and says, "Woohoo, that was great." And then we get to the second set, and Deal, that's a rocker for this band. That's something that they've done a real good job with since the beginning of Dead & Company, and it was no different tonight. Deal was outstanding. They found all the right places and jams, and that He's Gone, I thought was, you know, full of emotion, and you know, and make you feel it in a big way. Then we get the China Rider, and everybody gonna love China Rider. I don't know about you, but I never didn't want to hear China Rider, and we get China Rider. China Rider's out of sight. Out of sight. I'm gonna tell you what I like about China Rider. Once we get to the Rider, John, he rocks some China Cat licks into the Rider jam. And I think that's fantastic. I love the way that sounds, and he finds some of that in his solo, and through Rider, he goes back to China Cat jams and hits that. And Jeff just was, he was tickling the ivory something serious. You know, if you put Brent and Keith in a blender, you get Comenti juice. I mean, he's got the best of both worlds, man. He can play the fuck out of the piano, and he hits he was hitting the Hammond, blows the whole place up. And so Comenti just, again, just killing it. A great job on China Rider. We get drums. Drums was full of life. Oteil didn't leave, doing some crazy stuff on his bass. Maybe listen to that when you get a chance, and just focus on Oteil's in there on drums, contributing and adding some really cool stuff. You get space. Another maybe nod to Camden, you know, with Weir coming out and doing The Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, and great job on that. I think that's one of the tunes that's really good on Weir. I think that one belongs in his repertoire, and he sounds great on that. And then you get Going Down the Road, Feeling U.S. Blues. We're sailing along, we're jamming out to Going Down the Road, and it turns into U.S. Blues. And that's okay by me. It was fun. It was pretty seamless. I didn't see it coming. It was seamless and sounding strong and powerful, and everyone's just having a great time up there. I mean, we're a band having fun. We're a band realizing, well, shit, let's have some fun. And the band was having a great time from my perspective. And we closed it out with Knockin'. You know, if Knockin', I think just give that to John. I think John does an outstanding job on that. Just slide that one over. Let John have the whole song. You don't have to split that one. I know we like to split a lot of shit, just like Captain and Tennille and stuff. Well, splitting up verses on all the songs. But that one, I think we could slide over to Mayor. I think he'd do a great job on that. And if love will keep us together. Anyway, if you ask me, Brothers Slated, I thought that the dust is off. You know, they have knocked all the dust off. There was a band that I heard that it was just having a blast. You could just tell by watching them they were having a good time, and we were having a great time. I mean, listen, Riverbend, the dust is off. We're kicking ass now. Dead & Company's starting to sound like Dead & Company. Look out!